And the Indian Sports Network is on the air again. We are in the second half of our doubleheader. And now the Elsberry Indians will be taking on the Christian Eagles. Christian of O'Fallon. And I was going to try to get Coach Twellman up here earlier or for the beginning of this game. But just the way things worked out, wasn't able to do that. So, didn't really have time between games. They got these games going on pretty quick. So, I'm hoping, because I'm not seeing anything coming up on electronics here. So I'm hoping that I can keep up with this scoring. Anyway, let's get into the lineups for the Christian Eagles. Starting lineup is catcher Heath, shortstop Maxwell, center field Malzahn, first base Ellebrecht, pitcher Chapman, second base McGee, third base McCarthy, left field Heaver, and right field Ferguson. Starting for Elsberry, Mound, Bodecker, Henry, Stone, Reimel, Twellman, Shaw, Thornhill, and Gladney. So the teams are warming up. And let's take a real quick break here.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you
They are starting this game off here, and there was a call strike on Mound. Swing and a miss, strike two. Ball one. Ball two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Strike one on Bodecker. Hard hit ball to center field, and it was caught. Two up, two down. And Bo Henry's up to bat. Strike one. Ball one. Foul ball back behind us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard hit ball over the head of the left field. Off the wall. And Bo Henry's in with a stand-up double. 2 outs. Bo Henry's on on second. And Stone is up to bat. First pitch is a ball. Ball 2. Ball 3. I think I got that right. There's no scoreboard here operating, so 3-0. That's what I thought. Strike 2. 3-1. Ball 4. So Stone is on first. Henry's on second. 2 outs, and Jake Reimel's coming to bat. High fly ball over into right field, and it's dropping in for a fair ball. Henry scores. And so we have 1-0 Indians. Ball 1. Runners on second and third. Ball 2. Ball 3. Ball gets away from the catcher, but they hold him up. Ball 4. Twelman takes the base. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Ball gets past. And runner comes in, but they got him caught between. And Derek Taylor was caught between trying to get home. But run does score, so it is now 2-0. Elsberry. So Elsberry strikes first in this game. So at the end of a half an inning, score is now Elsberry 2, Christian 0.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back now for the bottom of the first inning. Elsberry struck first in this game. It is 2-0 Elsberry over the Christian Eagles. And I finally got the electronics working up here. The electronics as far as the scorekeeping. Going with Game Changer in this, and it sure helps a lot, especially when there's no scoreboard working. So batting first for Christian, for the Eagles, is number 4, Heath. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball 1. Oh, they said he went around. That's strike 2. The appeal was made to first base. So we have strike 2. Call strike out. Maxwell up to bat now. Wonder if he's got a silver hammer. Ball 1. Fly ball down the first base line. Drops in. Couldn't get to it. So 1-1 on Maxwell. 1 out. Pop up to the catcher. Jake Reimel underneath it. Has it. And that is 2 outs. So first 2 batters for Christian have both gone down. So we got a 1-2 inning so far. Ball outside. There is a strike on Malzahn. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hard hit ball up the middle. So Malzahn is on with the base hit. Brings up Ellebrecht. Strike 1 on Ellebrecht. Eagles have a runner on first. 2 outs. Foul tip. Strike 2. Ball hit to third base. And he dug it in. Good play. 5-3 put out. So at the end of 1 inning, we still have a score of 2-0 Elsberry.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, we are back here for the Elsberry's half. Be the top of the 2nd inning. And we have Shaw coming up to bat. A little bit of dead air here. There's not a whole lot to say. But we have Shaw coming up to bat. And Elsberry leading by a score of 2-0. Top of the 2nd inning. Let's see if Elsberry can add to the score here. They got defeated pretty badly in the first game today. Let's see if we can do something better in the second game. Swing and a miss. He was reaching up in the attic for that one. Ball hit the shortstop. And the ball was thrown off a little bit, and Shaw beat it out. So first batter's on for the second inning for Elsberry. And that brings up Thornhill. He squared up to bunt. He bunts it high, and third baseman for Christian drops it in foul territory. So after all that, that's just one strike. So no balls, one strike. Yeah, right. All right. He really reached for that one, touched it for a foul ball on a bunt attempt. Looking down third base line, getting his signs. No balls, two strikes. And call strike out. Out number one. Brings in Gladney to bat. Still got a runner on first. Swing and a miss. And out at second on an attempted stolen base. So there's strike two on Gladney. So all of a sudden we have two outs and no base runners. Call strike three. Catcher drops the ball and they get him thrown out at first. So, halfway through the second inning, still have a score of Elsberry 2, Christian 0.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So we are back for the bottom half of the second inning. The Eagles up to bat, and they will be bringing up Chapman, McGee, and McCarthy. Chapman starting off this inning for the Eagles. Ball one. Strike one. 1-1. Strike two. Standing there looking at it. Strike three. And Rhyme will drop the ball, but they get him out at third. At first. I said third because I'm getting ready to write K3 on here. So 1 out. Brings in McGee to bat. Hard hit ball. Center field has it. 2 outs. From the hair waving out there, I would say that's Bo Henry. Yep, he's playing center field. It's going to take me a little bit, take me a couple of games to learn the players where they're playing. All right, so that brings up McCarthy to bat. 2 outs, nobody on. And ball one. Ball two. 19 pitches for Bodecker. Hard hit ball right to left field. Who's playing out there? That is Thornhill. So 3 up, 3 down in the Eagles' half of the second inning.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we are ready to start the top of the third inning. And that's going to bring up Joel Mound for Elsberry. You're going to bring up Mound, Bodecker, and Henry. Joel Mound struck out on his first at bat. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Foul ball, strike two. Ball two. Over his head. Foul ball to the right side. Keeps it 2-2. There's 3-2. 3-2 to leadoff hitter for the top of the third. Ball four. Brings up Bodecker. Bodecker flied out to center field his first time up. First pitch, I didn't see whether that was a strike or a ball. I didn't hear what he said. He doesn't always verbalize. Fly ball to left field. It's dropping in for a hit. And Mound took third base on that play. And Bodecker took second. So Bo Henry up to bat now. Hard hit ball over the shortstop's head. And we have Joel Mound in to score. That makes the score 3-0. With nobody out. Now we got a conference going on with the umpires. I do not know what they're talking about. Stone is coming in to bat. He walked his first time up. All right. Still don't know what the result of that was. I guess the result is they're going to keep playing. But we have runners at the corners. Still no outs. 3-0, Elsberry. Ball high. Ball 2. Ball 3, and Henry goes to second base. Uncontested stolen base. Three and 0. 3 and 1. Call strike. Take your base. Base on balls. That's a second one for Stone. He doesn't have an official bat yet for this game. Going to bring in Jake Reimel, but now we're having a conference at the pitcher's mound. So the score is still 3-0 Elsberry over Christian.
Oh, hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right, we are back. Jake Reimel is up to bat. He is 1 for 1 with a double in this game. So we have bases loaded, nobody out. Right back to the pitcher. He brings it home. Down to first base, double play. But that does leave runners at second and third with 2 out. And Kobe Twellman is up to bat. Ball gets away from the catcher, but everybody stays where they are. Strike. Twellman walked his first time up in this game. Ball 2. Foul tip. Strike 2. Two and 2. 2 outs. Top of the third inning. And call strike. So, halfway through the third inning, we have a score of Elsberry 3, Christian 0. Let's take a break.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we are back. The bottom of the third inning, going to bring Heaver, Ferguson, and Heath up to bat for the Eagles. It's a little more evenly matched game than the first one. Elsberry ran into pitching problems, and it just wasn't pretty after that. First ball in there is a ball. Second pitch is a strike. Ball way outside. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Outside, ball three, 3-2. Ball four. So a leadoff walk for the Eagles. Brings up Ferguson. Swing and a miss, strike one. And thrown out at first base. Foul ball, and the batter on deck had to get out of the way. No balls, two strikes. Nobody on now, one out. And called strike out. Brings up the top of the lineup. We have Heath up to bat. Foul tip coming right back here. And it went over my head. I thought it was going to hit the roof over me. Right now, Steve Bodecker is looking very good pitching. Ball one. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Hit hard to right field and over his head. He's going in for a stand-up double. Brings up Maxwell. 2-out double for Heath. Another ball hit hard. Ground rule double. So there's a run for the Eagles. All this coming with 2 outs. 3-1 in the bottom of the third. Brings in Malzahn. He got a single in his first at bat. Foul ball off to the right side. Another foul ball off in the same place. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, 1 run in already. High fly ball to center field. Bo Henry underneath it. Oh, and it drops off of his glove. Another run is in, and Malzahn is into second. And just like that, it is 3-2. Again, all of this is with 2 outs. Ellebrecht up to bat. Strike 1. Ball 1. 1-1. 2 outs. Runner on second. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Bottom of the third inning. 3-2 Elsberry over the Eagles. Two and two. Three and two. Hard hit ball to left center. And it's over his head. Another run scores. We have a tied ball game. All of this with 2 outs. Another base hit. And another run scores. Chapman stays at first while Ellebrecht comes home. So with 2 outs, Christian Eagles have come up with 4 runs. And we have a meeting of the minds out on pitcher's mound. McGee's going to be batting for the Eagles. And just like that, that 3-0 lead for Elsberry went away. And it is now 4-3 Christian Eagles. And it looks like Steve Bodecker's coming out. And who do we have pitching? We have Joel Mound pitching now. So much like last game, looks like the pitching's just falling apart.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Yeah, it looks like they're giving him one more warm-up pitch. And now we are ready to play ball again. McGee coming in to bat. And he flied out to center field his first time up in the second inning. So it looks like everybody's ready to go again. Christian Eagles 4, Elsberry Indians 3. Bottom of the third inning, 2 outs. Ball 1. Ball 2. Quick throw down to first base, and the runner just barely got back. Right back to the pitcher. Joel Mound has it over to first for the final out, but not before a lot of damage was done. There was four runs after 2 outs. So after 3 innings, we have a score now of 4-3 Christian Eagles over the Elsberry Indians.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right. We are back. Start this 4th inning. Geez, when I set up this morning, the sun was way over here in the east to my left, and it was kind of hard to see. Now we're starting to get some shadows from the west. It is first game started this morning at 10 o'clock, and it is now 20 to 4, and we're only a little over halfway through this game. Matter of fact, we're not even halfway through the game. These are 7-inning games. We're not even halfway. Looks like Shaw's going to be up to bat. I think he was batting. He was batting when the inning ended. Yeah, Shaw's up to bat for the 4th inning. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch, ball. Two balls and a strike. Swing on and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Brings in Thornhill. He was called out on a strike. in the second inning. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. So quickly 0-2 on Thornhill. Ball hit to third base. Throw across, and Thornhill is out. Brings in Gladney. He struck out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Foul ball. Strike two. 2 outs, 2 strikes. High foul ball dropped in right in front of me here. Keeps it no balls and 2 strikes. Christian pitcher has about 43 pitches on him now. I don't know how many they let him have. And Gladney strikes out swinging. 1-2-3 goes the Elsberry Indians in their half of the 4th inning.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, we are back. And looks like we have Joel Mound pitching. Let's hope we don't have a repeat of the 3rd inning. I realize I'm not saying there is much on this game, sort of like the last one. There's just not a whole lot to say. Pitching just doesn't look all that great. And their offense at times is doing quite well, but just like the last inning that we just saw, we had 2 strikeouts and a grounder down to third base, thrown out at first. So we have Heath up to bat right now. Swing and a miss. And I said it's actually McCarthy. Where did I mess up? Oh, okay, yeah. I see where I messed up on the scorebook. Ball one. One and one. Two balls, one strike. Wild pitch gets past Reimel. 3-1. Right back to Joel Mound. He knocks it down, gets up, throws, and gets him. Make sure Mound is going to be okay. I don't know if that ball bounced. I think it bounced off of him, but he was able to get up and make the play like a true athlete. And now he's down, obviously in some pain. So let's take a break here.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. People's Bank and Trust. New technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back with Heaver pitching, or with Heaver batting. And we have Thornhill pitching for Elsberry. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. And he beat out the throw to first base. Actually, there wasn't a throw, but he is safely on first. So, with one out, the Eagles have a runner on first. And it brings in Ferguson. Quick throw down to first base. Runner's back in time. Foul ball. Hard hit to shortstop, over to first, and not in time. I'm sorry, over to second. Out at second, not in time at first. So that brings in Heath to bat. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Foul ball down the third baseline. No balls and a strike. High fly ball to first base. And it drops in. Runners advance to third and second. Brings in Maxwell. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. There's a pop-up. Reimel's looking at it, and it drops back here in the seats. Passed ball on Reimel, and Christian scores another run. Makes it 5-3. Again with 2 outs. And there was a walk to Malzahn. Or was that? Hang on. Nope, that was Maxwell. Hard hit ball between center and left. Up against the wall. 1 run in. 2 runs in. And Malzahn is on third. Hard hit ball to left field. Another run scores. That was Ellebrecht. First pitch outside, Chapman. Foul ball into foul territory. A pop fly into foul territory and dropped in. That's 1-1 on Chapman. Ball hit up the middle, over to first, and got him. And that is 3 outs. So, more damage has been done. I got the wrong score up here. It is 8-3, not 9-3. I don't know how that happened. But either way, we go to the fifth inning. The score, Christian Eagles 8, the Elsberry Indians 3.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right. Here we are starting the top of the fifth inning. Elsberry's going to be bringing up, they're going to be bringing up Mound, Bodecker. Well, not Joel Mound. He's out of the game. So, looks like it's going to be Derek Taylor. Derek Taylor coming in to bat. And he bunts a very good bunt down the third base line. And he is on. He beat it out. He is a fast runner. So, Elsberry gets their leadoff batter on. Now we have Bodecker batting. First pitch is a ball. Foul ball all the way down to third base. Another ball. Taylor doesn't look like he's taking any chances on first base. Oh, there was a strike called. He stepped out for a second. Now he's back in. Ball 4. So we have Bo Henry coming in. Nobody out. Have runners on first and second. Score of 8-3, Christian over Elsberry. Top of the fifth inning. And Christian's doing a pitching change. So let's take a break here.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we are back. And as the new pitcher for Christian, looks like it is Maxwell going to be pitching. Number 14, yeah, that's who I have, is Maxwell. He's doing his last warm-up pitch. Bo Henry's going to be coming up to bat. And Elsberry has a chance to do some damage here. They're behind 8-3. They got two runners on, and Bo Henry's at the bat. And he's had, what, a double and a single with a stolen base so far in this game. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Bo Henry struck out. Brings in Stone with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Foul ball behind first base dugout. Strike two. There was a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3. So after getting the first 2 batters on, the Elsberry's next 2 batters go down swinging. Brings Jake Reimel to the plate. He thought about it and decided against it, and ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1 called. Boy, from up here, those things look like they're outside, but they've been calling that consistently today, so obviously I'm just not seeing it right. Back to the pitcher's mound and up the middle, but they went right to the second baseman, and he just tagged second base. So, no runs. Couple of hits. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is Christian Eagles 8, Elsberry Indians 3.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of the 5th inning. Looks like it's going to be McGee batting for Christian. And they are leading 8-3. I don't think they were figuring on these 3 games going as late as they have. There was 3 teams here today, and each will have played 2 games. First game was Christian versus Winfield. Second game was Elsberry versus Winfield, and the third game is Elsberry versus Christian. So we have McGee up to bat. First pitch is a strike. We still have Thornhill pitching. Ball 1. Foul ball down the third base line. Fielded by the line coach. Brings up strike 2. Fly ball See who's going to get it. Nobody. Jake Reimel's down. He's getting back up. No communication there on who was going to get that ball, and about 2 or 3 of them ran into each other getting it. Not getting it, I should say. One ball, 2 strikes. Hit hard to shortstop, all the way over to first, and he is out. So 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. McCarthy up to bat. Strike 1. Ball 1. Ball 2 inside. Hard hit ball to center field. Bo Henry in there with the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Heaver. Foul tip, strike 1. Ball outside. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Full count. Fly ball to third base. Shortstop has it. Stephen Bodecker. 3 up and 3 down for Christian in their half of the 5th inning. Score after 5 is 8-3 Christian over Elsberry.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, Your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, we are back for the top of the 6th inning. And Elsberry better start getting some runs here if they want to get back in this ball game. See, they're going to be bringing up Twellman, Shaw, and Thornhill. Twellman digs in, ready for his first pitch. Ball 1. Hard hit ball, but foul down to third baseline. Pop fly. Looks like second base is going to try it, and he has it. So, 1 out. And we have Leighton Bartlett in pitch or batting now. And he takes a ball. Strike 2. Two and two. Hard hit ball, center field, and he's got it. 2 down. Brings in Gladney. Foul ball to the right side. I'm sorry, that isn't Gladney. That is Shaw batting. They're switching them up on me here. pop up to first base. He's under it and has it. 3 outs. All right, 3 up and 3 down for Elsberry. Again, that's not conducive to getting runs. So, halfway through the 6th inning, the score, Christian Eagles 8, Elsberry Indians 3.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we're back. And looks like, well, let's see, they have somebody else coming in to bat now. Looks like Hall is going to be batting for Christian. And it's their 6th inning. So, as they get ready to go, there is a call strike. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3-1. Fly ball. And shortstop's over to get it. Steve Bodecker. Okay, that brings in Heath to bat. Foul into the Elsberry dugout. Ball 1. Hard hit ball into the gap. Nobody's even close. And he's going for 3. And there's Heath in for a stand-up triple. Brings up Maxwell with 1 out. Runner on third. Ball hit right to the umpire. And another run scores. And he's stretching it into 2. And he's in there. That makes it 9-3. And Malzahn is up to bat. Ball 1. Another ball. Three balls, no strikes. Runner on second, 1 out. Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's ball 4. And on the passed ball, on ball 4, but the ball got away, he went to second base. Malzahn did. Now we have Elbrecht up. 1 out. Foul ball. Runners at second and third. And the ball gets away, and another run scores. And the runner on second advances to third. So, score is now 10-3. Eagles over Indians. Swing and a miss. All right. That was a third strike, and he must have interfered with the ball. I didn't really hear what they said, but he was called out. So we have two down, runner at third. Foul ball. It's Chapman into bat right now. One ball, one strike. Ball hit out into right field, and the catch is made. And that is 3 outs. So we go to the top of the 7th inning with the score: Christian Eagles 10 and the Elsberry Indians 3. Last chance here for Elsberry.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
And we have Gladney up to bat now. Hard hit ball. Drops in for a base hit. That's the start to getting their runs back. That brings in Derek Taylor. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners on first, nobody out. Top of the 7th. 3 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Full count. 3-2. Still have Gladney on first base. Ball four. Nobody out. 2 runners on. Stephen Bodecker coming up to bat. Bodecker is 1 for 2 today with a walk and a double. Ball one. Ball two. Ball three. Ball four, just like that. 2 in a row walked. So we now have bases loaded. Bo Henry coming up to bat. He struck out his last time up. Hard hit ball. And it's over the head of ground rule double. Over the head of the left fielder. And the ground rule double. Scores 2. That makes the score 10-5 in the top of the 7th inning. Now we have Stone up to bat with runners on second and third. Still nobody out. Center field. Fly ball. And runners coming home. And he is called out at home. So, double play. And we have another player down.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And that was Stephen Bodecker that was thrown out at home, trying to come home after a fly ball, and he's limping off the field, but he's under his own power. So Jake Reimel, it's all down to him right now. We still got Bo Henry out at second base. Jake Reimel batting. 10-5, 2 outs. First pitch is a ball. Ground ball to third base. Throw over to first, and they get him. And that, my friends, is the end of this ball game. Final score 10-5, Christian Eagles over the Elsberry Indians. This at least was a better game than the first one today. Still not a whole lot to necessarily cheer about. Joel Mound was injured earlier in this game, so we're hoping he's going to be okay. I saw him carrying him out of the ballpark, so he was not putting any weight on his leg, so that's not good by itself right there. But anyway, we are doing now the People's Bank and Trust post-game show. Once again, I'm not going to have any players of the game up here. We don't necessarily have players of the game in a loss. But there's not a whole lot to talk about here on this. But it's just the first 2 games of the season. And so still got a long ways to go, it looks like. And so anyway, I guess Tuesday afternoon, 5 o'clock, join me again. I'll be up in Palmyra. We'll be playing I believe it's the Palmyra Panthers. And game's supposed to start at 5 o'clock. I'll probably go on the air between 4:30 and 4:45. So until then, this is Kenny Masterson saying goodbye from O'Fallon, Missouri, where you just watched a doubleheader from your Elsberry Indians. Unfortunately, they lost both games. So until Tuesday night, see you later.